everybody. Welcome back to the Sports Place where we talk sports and have sports debates. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe for me below. Hit that notification bell, and let's get the show started. All right, so with the way the season's looking so far, would you say the Knicks are for real this time?
Depends on what you mean by for real. Are they a better team than we've seen in a long time? Yes. Do they have all-star potential in their team? Yes. Are they a great defensive team? Yes. In fact, they're the second best defensive team in the league right now. Holding team's probably about 48% of the league. Then you got Julius Randle, who's on a tear this year. He's averaged about 24 points, 10 rebounds. He a triple double any night. He went for probably a career high this season. I think did he drop 45 or something this year? He dropped big numbers. And then you got Derrick Rose, who's out there just being Derrick Rose. He's never gonna be the OD Rose we love, but he's still out there giving the team a spark, that passion that he has. Then what's the young guy's name? Got drafted from Duke. Was Zion.
RJ.
Yeah, you got RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett. He's one of those guys who's still developing in the league, but he still has that raw athletic ability. He can get to the rim when he needs to. So when I feel like when he finds his stride, the team is going to come together a little more. When you get all the young guys on the same page as the older guys like Julius and Derrick Rose, that's what they're there for, to pull a team together. So I just feel like they have a chance to be for real. Right now, they're showing great glimpses of what a team could be, and they're showing great basketball in New York. They're bringing back the Madison Square Garden basketball that everybody loves, the excitement and everything. But as far as them being for real, I feel like they're on the way to being for real, but they aren't for real just yet. I appreciate everything they've been doing so far. You know, so everybody loves New York basketball. Like I said, that's one of the basketball meccas of the world. And for the Knicks not to be holding up to what they used to be, you know what I mean? It's hard for people to watch. MSG ain't been the same since Melo's been there, and now Julius is bringing back that same spot. So I think they're on the right path. So I'm gonna give them the 4, not the for real.
I want to lean a little heavy. I want to say they are for real. I want to say that for real by comparison, because there's only really 3 elite teams in the East. You got the 76ers, you got the Bucks, and you have who am I missing? Not the Celtics, because Celtics will, they ebb and flow. Miami, no. There's only really 3 elite teams in the East. If you talk about the West, are they for real? No, because they have to run through a harder gauntlet. But in the East, they're doing a really good job. They're, like you said earlier, they're a great defensive team right now. They're ranked second in defense and in basketball. That's hard to do, especially with all these pure shooters. Nowadays, you're facing guys like Joel Embiid who can shoot a 3 and can pull up, and you're facing all these offensive juggernauts. And to be able to rank second, especially after coming from where they were last year, which I'm pretty sure was the bottom half of the league in defense, and so many other stats. There are a lot of things they need. I think they need a guard. I think they can draft really well. I think Scott Perry's done a really, really good job as a GM, making moves since Melo that people may not always be for, but they're paying off, and they're showing, because he's getting a lot of young guys. He's getting a lot of value from his trades. So I think he's doing a really good job. I think Thibodeau is doing a really good job coaching. I don't want to neglect that, because he's letting Julius Randle do what he has to do. When he was on the Lakers, there's so much structure. There was so many things you had to do. You had to play a role because you had, these other superstars there.
You gotta realize who was there. Not to cut you off, but that was Kobe time.
Yeah, you have to play your role. You got to do what you're supposed to do because of the superstars around you. But now he's on the Knicks. Is RJ Barrett going to tell him what to do? Honestly, off of experience, no. So he has that freedom to really play. And when I say play, just to play, like back in the day, just go out there and play and make mistakes. But when you're making mistakes, that means you're also taking a risk. And the more risk you take, the risk reward. He's shooting his threes. He's getting great field goal percentage at the time of this recording. So I'm really happy for him. I think the Knicks are for real. I don't think they're gonna go into the playoffs and dominate. They just got smacked at the time of this recording by the Nuggets. So when they're facing those MVP candidates, they really have to come together as a team to see what they're going to do to shut them down. But I think if they make it to the playoffs, it's anybody's game. In any sport, playoffs, it really matters there's so many circumstances that could change in the playoffs. So they're gonna make it to the playoffs, and when it comes to that, they can really show that they're for real. Hopefully, they. I don't want to wish too much because I was a Knicks fan growing up, and I kind of coasted over to Brooklyn. So I don't really want to. If I get too high on the Knicks and then they fall apart, then it's gonna be like, oh man, like again Knicks, But I think they're for real. I don't think they're championship caliber for real, but I think they're playoff for real, especially in a weaker East division.
Okay, I definitely respect that, 100%. Especially when you talk about it in the East division, because like I said, that gauntlet is not the same gauntlet on the West side. So I do feel where you're coming from exactly, but it's still the Knicks.
It's still the Knicks.
Still the
That's
Knicks,
the
man.
thing. But
Until
also
proven otherwise, they are still the Knicks.
they have I think they have one of the lowest salaries in the NBA right now. So they can go out and really, really perform. Like where they're at right now, it should be a precursor to what their potential for the future.
All right, that's it for us on the Sports Place for today. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe below. Go ahead and leave a comment because neither one of these guys can be right all the time. All right, have a great day.